the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Houston Texans.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready.
And off we go from Seattle. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mon. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mon looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mon going to throw it.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
They go play action here. Mon swinging this out for Pollard.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mon.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Here's Mond. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Rondale Moore
from 17 yards out.
And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Seahawks nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mon now off of play action. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Mon.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 2-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up third down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Off the play fake, Mond.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 25 yards out. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 25 yards out.
Gay's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on third down, Watson. It's caught over the middle, Hooper.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Watson. steps away to his left. Room to run past midfield. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the keeper.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Handoff comes to Montgomery, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd down at 5.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Mond out of the shotgun.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
Watson.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Watson now to throw.
Oh, look at the catch there by Moore.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Watson. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Watson looks to throw again. And finding the tight end Hooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Montgomery. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Second and 7.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 7. Watson caught by Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Montgomery as the first half is winding down.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week one, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Here's Watson. Rumbling past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, it's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
2nd and 10.
Watson off play action. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Well, we've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Back to throw, Watson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
He's picked off just shy of midfield. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now Mon.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Come on.
Mon going to throw it.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gay knocks this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second and 9. Looking to throw. Watson.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter. But that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 27, Watson.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. Takes this to the 45, not much space after that broken tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Rolling to his right. It's caught by Hooper. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw under pressure, and they got to him again.
Jalen Phillips, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And a bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Slye.
This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right down the middle. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Mond looks to throw on 1st down.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be a 2nd down.
On the Seahawks 18-yard line.
Montgomery on the counter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. From the gun, here's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson caught on the slant. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Hooper from 6 yards away. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Slide for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 24, Seahawks 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mon looks to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mon. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Malik McDowell forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. From the 16, Mond. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Yard line, 2nd and 11.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2-deep coverage, make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Texans, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.